This is my Walgreens haul for June 8th through June 14th, and I did do 5 separate transactions to help with my out-of-pocket. I did have a $2 register reward I had from last week, and I also had $1 in Walgreens cash that I also had from last week. So I used that towards my first transaction to help lower my out-of-pocket. And when I did my first transaction, my coupons went through perfectly, but my register reward did not print. So we went ahead and did a refund, and then we went ahead and re-rang it in on a different register, on one that the printer was working for the register awards. So that's why on my first transaction, when I show you guys the receipt, it's going to show like the full price, showing that my coupons didn't work, but really they did. I just got my refund for it, and then I just did it again. On the second register, that my register award will print. So for my first deal that I did the Garnier Fructis deal. These are on promotion. When you buy 2, you're going to receive back a $4 register reward. These are priced at $4 each. So for both of these, we're priced at $8. And then I used a $4 off 2 coupon, bringing my total down to only $4. And then I also wrote in a $2 register reward from last week, bringing my total down to only $2. I used $1 in points, bringing my total down to $1. And then after tax, my total was $1.70. So I paid $1.70 out of pocket, but then I received back a $4 register reward to roll into my next transaction. And I don't have the other receipt showing where my coupons came off, because when I did the refund, he ended up keeping it and he never gave it back. So this is the only receipt I have, but I did only pay $1.70 for these, and then I did get back the $4 register reward to roll into my next transaction. The Colgate toothpaste is on promotion. When you buy 2, you're going to receive back a $4 register reward. These are priced at $4 each, so for both of these it's going to be $8. And then I wrote in the $4 register reward I got from transaction number 1 from the Garnier Fructis deal. And then I also had a $3 off 2 coupon on the Walgreens app, bringing my subtotal down to only $1. After tax, my total was $1.70, so I paid $1.70 out of pocket, but then I received back a $4 register reward for buying the 2. For my third transaction, I did the Garnier Whole Blends deal. These are on promotion. When you buy 2, you're going to receive back a $4 register reward. Now this is on the same promotion as the Garnier Fructis deal, so do not do these in the same transaction, nor do you want to use the register reward that you get from one to use on the other one, because your register would not print for that one. These are priced at $4 each, so for both was $8. And then I used the $4 register reward I got from transaction number 2 for the toothpaste deal. And then I also had a $3 off digital coupon on the Walgreens app, bringing my subtotal down to only $1. After tax, my total was $1.70, so I paid $1.70 out of pocket, but then I received back a $4 register reward to use towards my next transaction. For my fourth transaction, I did the Colgate mouthwash deal. These are in promotion. When you buy 2, you're going to receive back a $4 register reward. Now, this is the same promotion as the Colgate toothpaste deal that I did. So if you do these deals, make sure that you do them in separate transactions, and you do not use the register rewards that you get from one to use onto the other one, because your register reward will not print because it's under the same promotion. But these are priced at $4 each, and so for both of these was $8. I wrote in the $4 register reward I received from my previous transaction from the Whole Blends. And then I used a $3 off 2 coupon from the Walgreens app, bringing my subtotal down to only $1. After tax, my total was $1.70. I paid $1.70 out of pocket, but then received back a $4 register reward to use towards my next transaction. The Tresemme is on promotion. When you buy 2, you're going to receive back a $4 register reward. These are priced at $7 each, so for 2 of them it's going to be $14. I wrote in the $4 register reward I received from the mouthwash, and then I also had a $5 off 2 coupon on the Walgreens app, bringing my subtotal down to only $5. After tax, my total was $6.23, so I paid $6.23, but then I received back a $4 register reward to use for next week.